Hey, yo, folks, Automatic here. For Automatic Games. I am feeling so low tonight. No, I'm not, but solo is the key word. This is rather impromptu. I was playing Helleborn for the early evening, showing it to my nephew. Um, so yeah, I hadn't really planned on playing this, but after a few hours of helicopter riding, I decided to set sail. And so here I be, aboard a classic, the Dainty Taint. Yeah, it's been a while since I've sailed on the Dainty Taint. Almost seems like, more lately, I've been fortunate to sail strictly on, I don't want to say strictly on galleons, because I sailed on a brig a couple nights ago. But I do enjoy me a sloop as well every now and then. That said, oh, okay. That said, I can always upgrade. Can't downgrade. Can't downgrade from the Dainty Taint. It's about as modest as it gets. Anyways, I do hope this stream finds you well. I'm doing real good. And I already see my first target. There is a player over there. I think it's a brig. Before I do something silly in the face of the brig, I think I'll go lay into this Skelly sloop and see if she can't net me a few more balls. Balls. Ordnance, you know. Ordnance, don't you know? Groucho Snark. Arr, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Yes, indeed, the Dainty Taint. She was the first ship I named. And the smaller class, the sloop. But I always enjoyed that name. She's dainty. And I won't go too much further into the taint aspect. Then, of course, brig size, I've got the Courtney Consort yet. And the extraordinary magnitude is the big dog. But yeah, we just go on with little beans to begin with. Little beans, where do I get this? I do believe this sucker's gonna wait for me. As he should. I think I can speed it up as long as I can aggro him with that first hit and get him to follow. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Oh, I did. A dainty taint is better than a dirty one. Oh yeah, you could. There are rowboats. I could downgrade. Oh no, wave. Pathetic. Boy. We're starting off with a bang. Well, maybe I struck something on the seabed. I'm just gonna tell myself that. Honestly, I was a little reticent to take that first shot because it was riding high on a wave. That's not my vice, but I was high up on it. He's just gonna sit there, are you? Alright, bud. Let's see if, I don't know why I'm calling the Skellies bud, but let's see if I can still do this. I used to take pride in... Let's see again. Since waves. Man, someone's gotta practice. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if I can follow through, though, you know. Now, I do recall if we take hits to the stern on this ship, it's less of a priority than those bow hits, or that's BOW, not BOWL. Alrighty. No way. For cereal? Worked all weekend. Yee. Yee. On a day of on a weekend of such festivities. What do we got here? Hi, hiya there. It's Andrea or Andrea. Dank Andrea. Probably shouldn't call out people's gamers tags, but something tells me I need to get back aboard and bail some water. Yep. I hear it. Will he be able to save the dainty taint? Well, not with this black screen, I won't. Come on. Wow. Feel free to load me in. That. Yeah, I'm gonna be sunk before it lets me back in. This is uncanny and unusual for me. Yeah, that's that. Well, let's hitch a ride. Not that way. No, don't sail away from me. Don't let it start like this. Ye gods. Well, I never. Sure I have, a couple times. Got paid double time for it? Well, then. I guess the ends justify the means there. Let's just swim back to this island, is all. Arouse some sirens, perchance. Of course, Survival Island's no fun at an outpost. There's not much survival. Really. They've got all you could want. Makes you wonder why one ever ventures out into the sea. You're alright, mister. So I sure didn't get far. Now I wonder if those players are still at the fort doing their thing. It looks like the fort's still active. There's a giant bug on my screen. That's what we get for... We hosted this weekend, and so... especially with kids, but not just the kids. Doors opening and shutting all day, and that 90-degree heat and the occasional insect got in, and we're still dealing with the remnants of that. I think I'll survive, though. Would like to get that guy off my screen. That was lackluster, for lack of a better word. And if I truly am going solo, I'm not. I'm not trying to redeem anything tonight. I'm just lucky to. Isn't this where I sailed out of? Huh? Would they have sunk? 'Cause I could have sworn they were right there. Maybe not. Maybe not. I feel like I could see them from the pier, so maybe they were more that way. Boy, I remember the days where I'd ship out in the Dainty Taint and take on a Skelly Galleon. Now, I haven't done that a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, it was that island. That's interesting. So, because it kind of makes me wonder if that brig, at least I think it was a brig, will be back. I'm almost getting the impression that they were doing the fort and then something terrible happened to their ship. I can relate, but it doesn't really give me much empathy for them. Actually, I'd sort of rather have one of those than one of those. I can take those. And now the question is, can I make it to the fort without a rowboat? What with all the new, if you linger too long in the water, now the sirens come after you. Are they going to be a problem? Well, I think almost certainly they will be. But I'll kind of leapfrog. I'll head to that rock, see if I can get up on it without. Sometimes when you get into a little tight spot where the game's kind of like, well, you shouldn't be there, so we'll just go ahead and respawn you on your ship. I hope that doesn't happen, but it has happened to me numerous times when trying to climb up on these rocks and whatnot. And then again, I may not be able to even get up on it. Although this little end on the left looks like it's got potential. That'll at least it was warm up. That's all. It almost didn't count. Am I live now? Oh yeah, I am live. So, but I didn't think I was. Is what I'm. They just finished the fort, so yes, they were still there. Man, this isn't going to end well for me. Boy, that's a long swim. Well, you know what? I've got nothing to lose and no illusions about success. They've got a lot of loot to unload from that vault. What I don't understand is what happened to their ship. It's still there. Okay. It's just barely visible, though. Hey, your GSP grade, yeah. Yeah, this is, oh well, we're going. We are committed. There we go. Cold beverage. Give me all the strength I need to make this swim. Gonna be a long swim, though. Now, it used to be that I'd have to worry about, like, one shark, maybe two on the way, which is doable. But, again, if these sirens start, wailing, I'm gonna be in trouble, I think. And honestly, I sincerely hope Rare, the company that developed this game, I kind of hope that they tone down the frequency of the new encounters. I don't see a lot of, like, sea crawlers or whatever they're called, because I don't spend a lot of time on islands. But I see plenty of sirens. Something tells me I should beware of sharks now. West by northwest. have a quick look around. So far, so good. Then the question is, what do I do when I get there? You know, try to get aboard their ship, I suppose. Now, if I hear splashing besides besides my own, then I know I've got a problem. But it still doesn't hurt to check. And I know what I used to do is I'd be on my course swimming, and that mermaid that keeps popping up, she'll pop up ahead of you. So I'd wait for her to pop up and then look around and then use her kind of as a... Did she not pop up ahead of me? Oh, that's just weird. So yeah, it was either this or helicopters. Tonight, really nothing else out there that I... Oh, hello! And then the second one's gonna come in for the kill. Yep. So anyway, I was gonna try to shoot him and eat some food, but... Oh... That outpost was Galleon's grave. I'm definitely punching above my weight class, but I am gonna sail back there because if you did a fort, you're carrying a bunch of loot. And again, no illusions about regarding victory, but I'll give him an honest fight. If I can. Got a book about Vietnam in the mail today, yeah? Nice. Is it more wordy or more picturey? I suppose in yesteryear I preferred the picturey ones, but anymore. I was able to take those training wheels off, although I enjoy the occasional picture book, the coffee table book, if you will. There's a storm. Well, there's another one, so that doesn't really tell me anything. It spawned me some ways away. They were probably at Skull Keep, so let's see. If you're going to do Skull Keep, and you want to sell... Let me check my course. Yeah, if you're going to do Skull Keep and you want to sell, where would you sell? What would be the closest? Oh, I guess you'd have options, but truly the closest would be Galleon's grave. I'll see what the wind's doing for me, if anything. Yeah, it's not. Guess sales are good how they are then. So I'll just proceed. You'll notice I'm not dejected about sinking, because honestly, I don't care. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? That's when I start caring. When other people are sailing with me, then I start feeling bad because I think I upset them. But I also think anybody that sails with me knows what they're getting into, and if they don't, they ought to. Ah, Clear, Hold, and Destroy by Robert L. Thompson III. Huh. I might have to look that up. Sounds kind of interesting. Wordy, but really short. 250 pages. Not much of a friend thinking of going. I thought you were saying not much of a friend. I was like, what did I do, man? I just put my my own oven there. Not much, friend. Oh shit, for a second I thought you were giving me shit. I was like, oh. Uh, Going fishing sometime next week, yeah? Is it? Well, you're up north. What's the temperature like there lately? I would not want to go fishing here in the next few days. We're dealing with like 90-degree weather lately. I'm not sure you got any good clues. Are you all from the same neck of the woods? Still against the wind. Oh man, so it's really got a ways to go and against the wind. And all to fight somebody, it's all gonna be Little Mac versus Soda Popinski. Because I've no doubt the brig is rolling with a three-man crew. And they have something to defend. Somehow I feel like that adds a little bit to the capability. Maybe it's, well, certainly just psychological, but somehow I think that plays into it. I know Casp and I have discussed numerous times how morale is almost evident in this game. Give somebody a good beating when you do a side-by-side broadside. They're apt to start running. If they do more to you, there's almost no doubt that they'll turn around and come after you. There's a player sloop off my starboard bow. Yeah, where's the bell? I'm not used to this little guy. Little gal. That would not be them, right? I mean, I'm fairly certain that was a brig. Although Skull Keep is off my starboard bow. But I don't even see Skull Keep from here. I don't know. Today got up to 82. It's been in the 80s and 90s. I mean, here it's the humidity, really. It's just so damn sticky on the 4th. I mean, we still ate outside. We live like 20 minutes apart. Is that right? That's, That's kind of cool. I don't think there's anybody in the community that lives, too terribly close to me. Although there was somebody else from Ohio, I can't remember who. Not one of the mainstays in our community. It might have been somebody that kind of came and went. Getting a week license. Nice. Well, that sounds like a good time. This could not be the fort. There's no way. Plus, I almost want to say there'd still be a ship there, but I can't be certain at this point. And this is about 3 miles south, so no. That said, I kind of use... I better start my turn now. I can kind of use an island to cloak my approach. If I get around the island and get it behind me, I might actually go so far as to turn off the lights, but that's something I rarely do. Well, I think that's going to be the course. Dead ahead is going to be the island that sits in between them and I. I do have an axe to grind with the skellies, so there they are if this doesn't pan out. I want to do some organizing though. Get my balls up in the top barrel. This shit down here. I forget why I do that with this one. What did I hit? Yeah, that's a notable thing. So we're not really heading southeast anymore. And at this rate, no, I still don't have wind. Anyhow, let me see what kind of damage I took. A little something up here. Oh, you'll have that. Let's see. I think that's it. In fact, I think I can see the sails. No, I don't. Cannot confirm that. Huh. That might be them. If so, they sure cleaned up quick and got, well, exactly over where I thought they might sell, because just via proximity, you know. Galleon's Grave was it. What's sad about that is that's where I was before I tried to swim over there, so. But, you know, not being able to look at the charts. But yeah, I wouldn't have known that anyway. That I was on the closest island, that is. Thanks, Smoke. I do appreciate that. Yeah, if only I'd known when we were out there in Cape Cod. And maybe I knew you were around that area. Either way, it didn't cross my mind until later when you had mentioned it. I don't see much point in going to engage them. Certainly not for loot. And it's funny how, actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get some gunpowder. Preferably before the storm comes in. And I sort of suppose... is there any way of telling? I mean, they cleaned out that vault awful quick for a sloop. For a two-man crew. But if I don't go engage them, which I have my doubts at this point, if they can loot the vault that quickly, they can certainly sell expeditiously. So, I will empty pockets. And stop running into shit. With my person, not with my boat, I'll still hit shit with dainty tank. That's inevitable. How was that noise? Oh, if you're gonna take advantage of somebody, what better... Okay. Let's see if we can do something crazy. I'm gonna go get the powder. That ship is being attacked by the Kraken. I want to see what I can make out of that. Oh, there's powder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is there any other shit up here? Well, it's something. Not a lot, but it's something. That works. I'll run that up there on the way. I hate having gunpowder on my deck. Is he already done with the Kraken? What is going on out here? It does look like he is. But he's still sitting there with his sails furled. Also, I can't help but wonder. Actually, that's the guy from Galleon's Grave. He already sold. He was on his way back this direction. Maybe his intentions are bad. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. And that's potentially nothing, but don't know unless you try. So let's keep scooting forward a little bit. Oh, hello! I need to get my gunpowder off my deck. Go, Otto, go, go. Go, Otto, go, go, go. Otto, be good. Okay, he's flying. He's flying. I think I'm flying helicopters again. He is sailing the same class, so it's not like he can go any faster if I put me into the wind. Against the wind, anyway. Yeah, it's not. And if he follows in behind me, that's when I pretty much take the only shot that I can, which is the powder, you know. It's jumping off my ship and swimming back there with powder, just try to keg the guy. Of course, he's probably sitting with a 2-person crew, so he'll be a little quicker on trimming his sails and whatnot. Let's see, make sure I'm still against the wind for a minute. Grab this. Wait for the wave to obscure me just a tad. Actually, I gotta turn again. So far, okay. He's keeping off to an angle. I mean, truly, if I could find a choke point, it'd be on. Right? You know, I knew he was gonna go through a bottleneck. Otherwise, I'm fairly certain I'm heading toward the edge of the map. I am. I got about 2 miles to make a decision. Billy would love our fall fair. Oh yeah. I haven't been to Cape Cod in years. Well, I've only been to once, which was just a couple years ago. I guess before COVID. Yeah. This is it. All or nothing. Wait, I want those waves that obscure me. $2 Otto. What are you gonna do? I guess I'll turn a little bit to port. Maybe, nope, I needed rudders and midships, like. He wasn't that far away, Otto. Shit, that sucked. Alright, well, I'd rather take a mermaid than get myself killed and have that delay. He might be gaining on me. I botched that, for sure. Botched. Alright, still heading towards the edge. Undoubtedly, yeah. Still northeast. Alright, time to collect as many throwables as I can. Fire ones, because those are annoying. Not necessarily gonna kill people, but gonna make them multitask. Multitask. And honestly, I should load the cannons. Huh, breaking off, are you? Okay. Yeah, he can catch me right here. But he's not going to. Hey, he did do that though, didn't he? Surprised he hasn't tried to fire a crewman aboard. Well, I hope he likes nothing, because that's what I got. Hey, Arnold, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see. Time to get my mic ready, just in case. He's one of those spawn killers that's not going to really sink my boat, but going to try to keep me in play. Of course, I don't want to plug it in now. He'll know that I'm back aboard. Where's their ship? Yeah, I'm pretty new. You guys are pretty good, though. Thought I could just sail away from you, but I'm a solo.
Yeah, and you suck.
Oh, I'm not trying to. Well, oh, that's not nice. Well, what can I even say to that?
Suck egg. Get off the game.
Oh man, that hurt my feelings. I hope he caught my last. Back to the high seas, indeed. I mean, kind of low seas right now. They caught me with my pants down. Got me by the short hairs. Well, maybe you could tell me what I could do to get better. Because I really like the concept of this game. That looked like fire. You gotta love shit talkers. They put their hearts into it, and that's important. So, like, what can I do to get a little better?
Not suck.
Oh, I don't suck. I like the sound of your voice, though. It sounds awful effeminate. Do you give blowjobs by chance? Guys, will you let me on your ship, and maybe you can give me a proper, like, walk the plank or execution or something along those lines?
Of course, get on here. Come on.
Here we go. Oh, he lied.
Oh, why'd you raise the anchor, Carson? Sorry about that. Well, you just get to die by sharks now. Sorry about that.
I would have preferred dying by. I would have preferred dying by your hand, but shark it is. Safe sailing. I need to find them. Because it's like the one guy, he was willing to shoot the shit. The other guy's just like, he's the one that we all recognize. Yeah, not suck. That's how you get butter. Let's see. Probably stand to get a little more supplies. I like how he yelled at his buddy too, like, why'd you raise the anchor? 'Cause he was scared. He had talked so much shit. I've been there. When you talk that much shit, you don't want to give your enemy any opportunity to make you eat your words. And I'm not saying I would have made him eat his words, but you negate that. Even no matter how, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. How slim the possibility. You just don't want to open yourself up to that because you've talked mad shit. You better be on top. Therein, I think, lies some logic. No. Well, I'd like some meats. At last sight, they were heading southwest from about as far northeast as you can get. A pineapple? Oh, looky there. Turns out I won after all. But truly, if I could find some meats, I'd be satisfied with that. I do hear chickens. I see chickens. Did I not kill the chicken? Jesus, I do suck. Watch that one chicken come back and blunderbuss me. Well, I must have killed him. They're one-shot kill, huh? Yeah, well, that's about all the chicken I need. I mean, the other dude, you could tell by his tone of voice, he's like, sure, like, he's digging the idea of making somebody walk the plank. I've done that before. It's kind of satisfying. If I didn't suck, I would have sword lines just then. If only you could swim up under them and mine their ship. That's what I tried to kind of do with that powder barrel. If I had gotten that off, well, in truth, if I had gotten, if I had powdered them, if I had mined them with the powder barrel as I intended to, with two guys on a sloop, I don't, which sounds to be about the Davis thing, I could say, but with two guys on a sloop, you can recover from that pretty handily. So, whereabouts am I? Huh, pretty damn far. That said, I think if I were to start heading direct east, I would at least, I don't know, I feel like that would give me a fair chance of seeing their sails out there. But other than the shit talk, I don't blame those guys in the least. I mean, you were watching. My intent was to fuck with them when I saw them trapped by a kraken. So, I had poor intentions, that's for sure. It slid into the grass. Greasy chicken. Damn. Did I catch his name? I did not. But I did notice they were flying emissary flags. I almost want to say they were gold order flags. And they had the vanilla sails. Which honestly, my bullshit about being a new player, some of this livery is, some of my livery you only get from competing in the arena and being I don't know, a fairly decent level in that. I don't know, if he's been around the block, he sure didn't buy my bullshit. And honestly, I don't know where I was going with it. I suppose the hope was they'd be like, oh, well, okay, let's ally or something. Something naive. I mean, I'll call him a shit talker and a dumbass for doing so, but naive? I don't think that an insult would stick. They didn't demonstrate anything that would back that up. Come on and back that sloop up. Damn, I do suck. It's true. I didn't know this whole time. My shipmates have been carrying me. Now I know. Oh, I did stop there for powder. Yeah, well, you didn't get it. And honestly, that might be good, because there's a storm ahead, and you don't really want a bunch of gunpowder on your deck when sailing into a storm, I suppose. That's a Reaper. So certainly not the same crew. That crew is heading southwest. I mean, I have no reason to believe that they maintained that course, but at last check. That's interesting. I'll sail over by the Reaper. Hooked on Kraken. I like it. I like it a lot. If only the rest of your crew were with you. Yeah, those guys need a break, though. They can only put up with my shit for so long. Here's the craziest part. I still take my damn breaks even when I'm solo and under sail. Yeah. I've really just because I gotta piss, so I won't be but a second. Land ho! Sorry, it took a little longer. I had to call my mom and tell her what those guys did to me. Felt like a segue. Sounded like one too. However that word is spelled. That's a fair question. I don't know. That appears to be. That's how I'd spell it. well into the storm. Just a wee bit. We're gonna just take a wee bit of damage. I say that, but it could be the end of me. there's a skelly guy, and boy, if nothing else, I could go after it. Love to get out of this. I need to adjust my sail, but the storm's gonna turn the ship, so I'd prefer to get out of it first before I start my trimming. Watched a whole 4-hour stream last night. Oh no. No, I do appreciate that. You guys should have run into them then. It would have been a different story. This is perhaps true. You never know. We have been aboard a galleon and then sunk by a sloop. That was embarrassing again because no lie, because I had crewmates. Like, am I embarrassed by what I've done so far? No, I'm having fun. But no shit. When I have crewmates, I tend to feel bad about losing shit. It doesn't matter. I won't correct the way I play, because I don't see it as incorrect. I mean, I don't know. Mikey knows I'm not a, is grinder a word? I mean, I know it's a delicious sandwich. But I'm not a grinder. But I am hungry now. Oh man, it's like the only ship I see. I guess I could check where that Reaper ship is. What? Is gone? There's no way that sloop went and sunk the Reaper too. If so, they're having a pleasant night. It's a bush auto. Uh-oh, I'm falling behind. There we go, smooth waters. Alrighty, Groucho, be well, my friend. Thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate it. Although I'm still thinking about hosting a movie night. Yeah, I saw it was, canceled. But I certainly can understand why. It was the 4th. Let me scoop this thing up, and then I'll get back on comments. Chat. Actually, it almost looks like the galleon's heading this way. I think it is. So that's a good deal. Let's put something I should have done earlier. Put that on there, see if I can hitch up this guy before I burn my chicken. Well, look at you. A little skull in the water. I'm telling you, that riptide. That's what does that. People don't take it seriously, and they get hurt. Worse than hurt. Gotta hurry, I got chicken on. Look at that, I could have collected 2 rowboats. Are you really coming this way? Yeah, you are. Well, bless you. Suppose I head over there. So, if a skelly sloop can sink me outright, let's see what the galleon can do, how much time it'll take it. Get some of that regen going. Kind of scan for the player sloop. Because I already know, if I see him again, I'm going to say, like, I'm back, I want to, I'm still wanting to do that plank scene with you guys. Weird. That's where the Reaper was. That's a ship's loot, for sure. There's no doubt, because I don't see any barrels there. Well, how did that happen? This was where they was. Okay, apologies. Hit me up, Groucho. We'll do. I kind of lost. Oh, hey, Plaz, how are you? Good to see you. Fair winds, following seas, and no deuce currencies. Hard over. Anchor turn. Sails up. Yeah, that's funny. That's a ship's loot. This doesn't feel right. So a ship sunk here, some stuff's on shore. I wonder. Well, I wonder. Yeah, right. I was gonna jump in, but I might as well use those harpoons. I'll just keep coming around to port, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, stuff shouldn't be there. There's my way out. I mean, this treasure had nothing to write home about, but, you know, you never know what you're picking up. I mean, what if there's a young couple aboard and her wedding dress was on the ship, you know? Maybe I get some kudos by getting that back to her. I wouldn't. I'd just take it and wear it. Strange, though. I guess what's strange is, like, what sunk them? They're not under any island guns here. Very weird. Okay. I might as well go check the stuff that's on the... See what I mean? It almost looks like somebody was taking stuff ashore, although maybe the opposite is that's their flag. That's not right. Okay, so what does the flag tell me? The flag tells me that somebody did survive the crash or the sinking. Because they were able to take their flag ashore. As to, like, what sunk them, that is what's got me scratching my head. I'm taking a risk going back. But if I'm going to tell myself a story, it is Well, one aspect is still a mystery. They sunk. One of them went ashore, was taking stuff ashore, and he died. Because otherwise, why wouldn't, he'd see me and he'd attack me. And then there's birds over there, and I wonder if that's another shipwreck, because it's possible that 2 ships sunk. It's also very possible that those birds are just, normal shit floating around. Let's see. Douche, douche canoes. I like that. Douche canoes. Oh, somebody's hiding out on that island. No, they're not, because they would have brought the rest of their stuff. That's the only aspect I know for sure, is if somebody survived the sinking and died before they can get all their stuff ashore. See, we're putting this story together. It's a cold case, but we're cracking the case, I think. Except for the part about how they sunk in the first place. Yeah. This is just shit. This is just normal spawning stuff. I don't want that. I want to catch up with Jack. Okay. Watch that one also. 1, 2. Any good pirate hip hop today? I haven't tuned in. There probably is. But Alex, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Which means you're not a hoagie either. Oh, that's right. We're talking. Although when you sink, you are a sub. That is fair. Man, the sandwich talk has got me a little rumbly in the tummy. Caspa, how are you, my friend? Sent you a message a little earlier. Oh, you got it, because you replied. Nice. I like the relaxed play. It's a lot more enjoyable, much like watching a movie. I try to make this as cinematic as possible. The only thing is, the action is there, but you have to have the obligatory love scene. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm dressed for it. I'm dressed to impress the ladies. But, I'm dressed to impress the men as well. You can't be picky when you're alone on a ship. You get lonely. Techno Beast, good to see you, my friend. How are you? People are leaving their skills everywhere these days. I know. I dropped my skills. My skills fell off the ship. And Skulls, too. V, how are you? Good to see you. Just got into work, checked YouTube, and you are on. Awesome. Wow, I appreciate that. That is high praise. I can't wait to see the look on his face when you say that. Oh, I know where that. Yeah. When I say that I'm here to finish the plank walking thing. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Captain Otto takes to the seas again. From the depths of Davy Jones' butt crack, the mighty Dainty Tate, and it is the Dainty Tate this time, sets sail. Only the fanciest of lads may captain such a vessel. So someone is having a bad day? Certainly not I. Maybe they ran ashore. That actually makes the most sense. Because where that stuff was, the islands have guns, but not there, not in that specific spot. So yeah, that could very well be. Well, we got some precious treasures. It'll mean a lot to me, but we got them. Oh, but you know what does mean a lot to me? They had 2 supply crates, too. My humble opinion, supply crates are worth a lot more than treasure. Show me that sloop. Man, it's like I still hear something cooking. But there's nothing cooking. Fix that. This skull is so hateful. It's just a hateful skull. Nah, I hate it. What? Oh, it's grade 2. Alright. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing to write home about. After all, I already told my mom what those guys did to me. First it was a skelly sloop, then it was sharks. Then it was indigestion, and then it was those players that refused to let me walk the plank. Well, they didn't outright refuse, it was mixed. The votes came in 50-50. Man, the one guy was all about it. I want to give him that experience. Because that is something you never forget. Can't remember if I've done it before or not. I think I have. Yes. I don't know why I didn't empty my pockets, but it happens. Everybody can attest to that. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm here for anyway. Got what is my first hour behind me? Yeah. Already cheated and took my break. Is that a shipwreck? Sure is. Well, but words of a relaxed stream or trying to find somebody to make some love. Be damned. Y'all tune in for action, so let's go get ourselves killed against this skelly guy. Yeah. See, yeah. If they ran ashore, they would have come back for their stuff by now. Now, then again, if he had survived, I could see even skellies or whatever spawning on the island. I mean, Survival Island can be a tricky thing. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it's over before it starts. Or maybe he started to unload and then, it was like, Tanner, dinner's on. And he's like, oh, fuck. But Mom. Unless they pulled a Mikey and didn't know where they were when they sank. I wouldn't call that a Mikey. That's... that is not exclusive to Mikey. I wish it was, to be honest. but but if I had a dime for every time I didn't know where I sank, I'd probably have a good $26.30. It's happened. It's happened quite a bit. Even though powder can break the mass, frozen, I agree. I'd much rather lose my mass and have to put it back up than get those 4 or 5 holes. I feel kind of silly chasing the scallion because it stands to reason that they'll submerge, because they do that before I even catch up. Here we go. Look at that. There's 2 freaking galleons. Those are freaking galleons, not your typical kind. There's no thought going into this, see? I'm going to engage the galleons. Yes, I have a Reaper's flag. But if you're gonna tell me I need the Reaper's credit or the gold, even at level 0, I would respond, no, don't. Not really. I play for naval combat. Win or lose. That's the fun for me. Fuck, how far away can they get and how quick can that happen? I suppose you could put the powder in a skiff and detach it if you get into a fight and pick it up later, but that seems like a lot of trouble. I don't know, it actually sounds like a fair idea. I mean, it's a move. It was definitely a move that you could make, and certainly plausible. If you didn't, I mean, I guess for me it's like, if you get in a fight, try to use the powder early, of course. But if you can't, like if a galleon were to pop up out of the water right now next to me, well, then again, it's in my crow's nest, so an AI galleon is not necessarily going to aim for your crow's nest. But yeah, the skiffs come in great handy. You know, I am sure many of you have witnessed or experienced being chased by another player, and then just finding that perfect opportunity after you've loaded all of your treasures into the dinghy to drop it, and one of you goes and sells. Or in this case, I would go myself and just leave the ship running without a pilot, in the hopes that they're going to chase the ship. Unmanned, they'll catch it, but the hope is that there's a sloop. I wonder if that's my friends. Well, this changes things. This changes things. Primarily, it's like, I don't know about engaging a galleon right in front of the people that sunk me last. I don't know if that's a good move. Getting them to follow me, that'd be alright. That's my preference, truly. But considering I got powder and this guy in stops, it's almost irresistible to try to use it on that. Uh, However, if that's that sloop, I know there is that galleon awash? He looks awful low in the water. Granted, that does happen. It's an optical illusion. Yeah, see, no, he's not low in the water at all. No, Otto, don't get that close. Don't get that close. They're really gonna let me do this. They might. They might. See, like that angle, he looked low in the water. What's the sloop doing? Don't even worry about it, Otto. Just go after that. If I could get this aboard the galleon, down into its hold, set it off, and then like a dozen other things, then this will work out just fine. Get ready for that music. They're about to aggro. Actually, they do have some sitting water, quite a bit. No reason to stay here and fight you guys. I need to get back on me ship before you sink it. And it's nice. I got my stern to them, so if they put any holes in me, at least it'll be mid-deck. Honestly, yeah, they're not putting holes in anybody. Well, I guess she was in worse shape than my initial appraisal was accurate. They're in bad shape to begin with. Don't that make you wonder if they happened to sink a Reaper not long ago? Really need to get eyes on that sloop again before I start collecting stuff. Although I think it was up there by the store. Unless it's beyond that. No, that's a tower. Well, shit, it's one of those phantom sloops. Oh, hell. I really did not want a, message in a bottle. Do. Some sugar, in case I find the lady. There we go. Yeah. Great shot. You know what? I really don't want it. I don't want your missions. I just want your gameplay. That's all. There it is. Haha. Saved the best for last. Oh no, I'll never fight. Okay, now I'm disappointed. Now I'm angry. Fucking game. Can you hold on to the... No, you can't. No. Yeah, well... you can see the inherent problems with firing yourself out with powder. But, yeah, you can't. Is that really empty? Then you get to go back in the water. And you can actually stay. I don't know why. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but... Alright, so that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Okay. And like I said at the top of the stream, we're aboard the Dainty Tank, but I can always upgrade. I don't want anybody ever joining in chat and feeling like Otto didn't invite me. Like, fuck that. I will never invite you unless it's in Discord ahead of time. That is just not going to happen. This isn't The Price is Right. That doesn't mean I have anything against you or against anybody joining. Like, honestly, anybody's welcome at any time. But, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to pick and choose. And I'm also, I stopped doing that a long time ago in terms of, I think it was because, there were just a few occasions where I'm like, hey, Joe, get on in here. And meanwhile, Bob's like, fuck, dude, I've been here for a minute. Why does he want Joe to play? But fuck Bob and Joe. None of us ever liked those guys. I know you didn't. I didn't either. But it'd be a nasty way to get a big hit early on. Yeah, it would. Decisive blunder 127. At some point, we truly need to start keeping track of those guys. Oh, hoy, odd noble, good to see you. How you doing tonight? I hope the Wild West treated you well. Or is treating you well. Damn victory, we fight to win. Damn you, servers. My age-old enemy. He scared everyone off the server. Well, man, I'm telling you, the one ship that sank me, I don't know, I don't think, in case you weren't here when that happened, Caspa, I started swimming toward him, and one guy he was trying to be real good at shit talking. Like, he wasn't the best shit talker, but he tried, and God bless him for it. The other guy didn't say anything. Granted, I didn't see a whole lot of him. But at the end, well, after my ship had sunk, I was kind of like, you can't leave me in the water. Or I'm paraphrasing. I was like, would you at least have the courtesy to let me come on board and you could walk me off the plank or execute me? And Shit Talker raised the anchor. And the other guy's like, whoa, why'd you raise the anchor? Because actually, prior to that, he was like, yeah! I almost want to go back and get his yeah, or hell yeah, or whatever it was, and turn it into a soundbite. Like, say something you need somebody to agree with, you just press that. Hell yeah! That would be great. What hat is that? By the way, Catbot, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Let's look at my hat and figure out which one it is. I would have to hazard the guess. Well, no, I wouldn't. I could do you one better. Got nothing in the way. That particular hat is, I don't think, it's nothing fancy, I don't think. Golden sailor hat. Celebrate your pirate birthday. No, that is... Why is it not showing the right hat? There. But that's what it is. No. Is anybody else finding this a little bit glitchy? That's not it. Well, I would love to tell you what hat that is, but And maybe it is the golden sailor hat. I was just gonna go with that. But as you saw, it was a little glitchy. It wasn't showing me the right hat. But how you get it, I don't know. It is, just one of those things that when I saw it, I thought I'd better get that. Speaking of which, did I ever take the chicken off? Yeah, I did. Good deal. Tend to forget things like that. Well, I've got my dander up. I was gonna say, where's that other skelly sloop, but I forgot. Server change. So, no, it's gone. If my ASP was worth a damn, I would join. Too much lag for me. I've sailed with people, that have had that issue. Honestly, I don't know if he's still here, but, Quick Smoke had that problem without fail early on. Like, I'm talking back in the day when we used to try to play. I say try because honestly, like, if I remember correctly, he said he would lag, and again, if he's here, correct me if I'm wrong. He said he would like rubber band to the point where like he couldn't climb ladders. He had a hard time. I mean, it was terrible. Apparently, things have improved because he's quite capable now, and I don't think he would be as capable if he was rubber banding like he used to. But he's not the only one. There's been several. And I've experienced it myself, but for me, it's the exception, not the rule. So I suppose I'm fortunate. I'm definitely fortunate that we've got the highest speed internet we can get. You wouldn't think so, but we do have the best we can get in our area. Which is not rural. I understand if you live in the country, you probably got some stuff going against you in terms of internet connection. Nope, I am in Ohio, which has a lot of rural to it, but that's not where I'm living though. Well, what are you doing out in the middle of the water? That's not normal. See this? There's a dinghy out here. I don't think it's occupied. I'm fairly certain it's empty. But it shouldn't be spawning out there. This whole thing is like unsolved mysteries tonight. Like how did that Reaper ship sink? How did this end up where it is up here? Because the ship sank here. That's why. There's their stuff. And no mermaid. There's something on shore. So they started to unload. Bizarre. Freaking bizarre. For wood. I mean, okay, I'll take it. It's not exciting. Honestly, I can't help it. It was the second time in less than an hour. I can't help but get a little bit nervous. Did all that shit just disappear? No, it sank, but... Is it all supply chests? I mean, that's... It does look like it's all supply chests. I mean, maybe one of them has something special just for me. Something special. Some ammo. I like that. Okay. I suppose I can just check them in the water. I mean, check their inventory. 27 wood you are coming with. I mean, it appears that they took their good stuff ashore. What little good stuff they apparently had. Hi. Fucking codfish. That's all it is. Big old penis fish. Check that horizon, make sure dudes aren't coming back for their goodies. And I guess we'll start doing that. I don't know. I'll do organizing later. Never really cared for organization anyways. Marriage kind of forced it on me. And I never, no, I'm not gonna harpoon him with that. Well, it's just the one on the far right that I'm not gonna be able to get. That's, you can go back in the water. Here, sharks, eat that. Yeah, that's good. Damn. I would sink before I'd be able to use that much wood to patch. I mean, that's great, but there's no way I'd ever use it all. And I would like some cannonballs. I don't know that I'm desperate for them, but I sure would like a few more. Alright. Let's go get this stuff. Actually, let's check that horizon, check the chat, because that stuff won't sink. It might despawn. I don't know. But, boy. The rowboat shows signs of battle, does it not? Yep, that's not. Oh, there's 10 cannonballs anyways. That's something though. 2 shipwrecks. I'm what they call a boat detective. They don't call anybody that. That's not a thing. Alright. How bad would that be to survive a battle only to be sunk by? You tell me, what was that? Oh, I thought that was a fucking player. Piss off. You know what it is? It's the ghost of the crew that died here. This is so immersive. That's the crate I was looking for. Ah, the little dinghy sunk, and now a shark's gonna kill me. I almost better just sail up to the beach and harpoon that shit. I don't really want it, but I'll take it. It's something. Can you harpoon people? Yes, yes you can. In fact, a couple nights ago we were chasing a ship. I think they got themselves into quite a pickle when in the midst of that, because I want to say they ran into a rock or something. In the midst of that, Casper was harpooning for some reason. I think he was just trying to harpoon their ship, but he plucked one of them off their ship and pulled him onto ours. And that was good fun. I think the side effect of that is, at least if it were to happen to me, there'd be confusion for a few seconds, you know? If I just got plucked onto the deck of somebody's ship, off of mine, I'd be confused for a few seconds, and, which, honestly, I shouldn't say a few seconds, because it's my normal mode. Didn't I say I was gonna? Oh, well. And so we dispatched the guy. But at that time, he would have been better served being aboard his own ship, because he was in trouble. Actually, Arnold, that was that first. Well, no. Yeah, it was the first encounter on that 4-hour stream from the other night. Gotcha. Snaky snake. Sneaky snakes. Alright, well, the dinghy went down with those 10 cannonballs, but I'll cry about that off stream. It's too embarrassing while I'm live. Meet Johnny Boy. Hi, Johnny Boy, how are you? Good to see you, man. Is that Ali Reyes Torres? Or, I'm sorry, Tora. Welcome aboard. Do I still have powder? I think I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. I used it on that galleon. Skelly galleon. I don't want people to start thinking thoughts. That gold? Yes, it is. No. Yes. No? Maybe. A distinct maybe. Let's go for it. I think, ultimately, I gotta go to Reapers anyway, so I might as well mark my ship if I'm gonna do that, because it's a smart thing to do. JP! Wonder how long of a trek we're talking here. Oh. Like 10 miles. Yeah, well. Nah, that was the opening song. Put it on shuffle for your pleasure. Here's Automatic's character whistling this song. How much? I'm willing to bet that that's not synced up. If I were to whistle with it live, no one wants to hear that anyways.
I do. I tuned in for whistling.
Is that Reapers right there? No, I don't care. I don't care if it is Reapers. I'm not fucking selling the flag yet. If I go get this, then I'll sell it. I'll do myself that favor. Well, here we are. There's another sale out there. I really wish that the sloop had it. Hey, you know what though? They left while they were had. That's what I'll tell myself. Something just went behind that rock. I'm guessing at first glance it looked like a brig. No doubt it was a ship. Yes, even alone, Wait a minute. I forgot about the little guy that, yeah. Yeah, okay. Um, it's time for Spank the Monkey. Spank, I haven't seen you and just pick your nose and eat it. Dude. Yeah, you totally did. See, I keep telling my wife it's natural. Yep, and Brig is heading for that. Oh boy, oh boy. Engaging is almost a guaranteed sink on my part. Huh. Actually, it's not even going for that. Alright. Well, it makes sense, honestly. It's not like that the gold streamers are close. They're way beyond him. Let's play the claw game, shall we? Did we get the big prize? What did we get?
We won.
I think. No, this is not what I think it is it? No, it's not. Either way, that's a good one to pull. I thought it was a secret keeper. Thought I'd have a place to put my secrets.
Just a man
In his boat. That's all. A man, his monkey, and his boat. Don't do it, Spank. Don't do it. Come back from the... What are you doing now? Jeez. I told my wife it was natural. That's horrible. That is absolutely despicable. The problem is you stream for long enough and you try to fill the void with some commentary. At some point, you're gonna say some of the stupidest shit you've ever heard. And most people like to think that the stupidest shit they ever heard came from the mouths of other people. In my case, that's not the case. And even there, the repetitiveness of case makes me sound stupid. Just waiting for management to come in and be like, yeah, most of what you say, like 95% auto is unnecessary. GD.
Oh no, there's the brig!
Honestly, oh no, because I don't have any powder or anything. I am sailing against the wind. I guess that's a plus. Although, I have no reason to believe they care. If they're going to the, if they're going to the sea post, let's do this. Like, they're still not turning into me, are they? The wind is heading their direction. And they just stopped. Okay. Let's pretend like we have business on this island. Let's do that. I'm just gonna sit here. Nothing is unusual about this. Oh, the Fort of the Damned has obscured them. They didn't have an emissary. I don't know if it's all the water or what, but I'm gonna sit here and face their direction. That way, if they emerge from that fog and decide to attack, you'll see it. But I gotta step away again. I gotta use the ship's head once more. I have been drinking a lot of water lately, trying to be healthier. It's stupid. Don't try it yourself. It's not worth it. He's making semen. Spanking. Spanking's clearly spanking. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but hold up. Does that mean that? Does that mean that brig vanished? That they quit? I mean, not necessarily. They could still be in the game, but on the other hand, they may have just quit, and that sent us to yet a third server for the night. Well, Spank, try to keep it clean, Spank. All right, just try. He's making semen. You ain't telling me nothing. I stream RPGs. I have 4 arguments with NPCs. That's how to play an RPG. You're absolutely right. Talking to the NPCs, man, that's part of it. That's an important part of it, I think. You want to compare stupid statements? I can beat you. Wistworth approves these actions. Who is Wistworth? Is that one of your pets? It's probably a monkey. Just gonna throw that out there. It's probably a monkey. If not, Wistworth is a Wentworth? No. He's not. You're not talking about J.D. Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now, are you? I don't know. I'll anticipate your answer as I go use the potty. Where are you going, Spank? Get there. Alright, folks. I'll be right back. If in the meantime you gotta go, please be well. Otherwise, I'll talk to you here shortly. Yeah, that's alliteration. That's fucking funny, you pricks. I'll talk to you Monday at 9 a.m. Oh, today is Monday. Guess I missed that. It'll be next Monday then. Management just got a hold of me. They said to keep the monkey masturbation to a minimum. So, yeah. Alright, so we're accruing some treasure, but it ain't worth it unless I fight for it at some point. So I need to fight something. Preferably a solo sloop. Preferably. And I just, we need to fight something that's not necessarily AI. Um, so that's kind of my priority for the next 40. Actually, I started about a half an hour late, so this is the next hour. The next hour is kind of demands that I make a move against a living, breathing crew. I mean, if it's a galleon or something, I won't fight to win necessarily. I'll fight to fuck with them and then back off, or if something gives them the opportunity to sink me. But really, that's kind of where I'm at. That's what's happening in my noggin. I really don't want to organize this shit. I know it's all wood, isn't it? Guess we'll put one here for this third. We'll put one way up in the bow for reasons. Um, and we'll put this one right here. Whoops. Isn't that what the lady said at the end of the Titanic? She went, whoops, it's so cute. I would have pushed her in and been like, go get it, bitch. We spent a lot of money on this expedition. Well, I guess she did it when everyone else was asleep or partying or whatever. Or the captain of that ship was, screwing her daughter. Her daughter was kind of cute. Or no, that was granddaughter, wasn't it? Wonder what happened to her daughter. They never told that story. I looked to James Cameron for answers. Not sure when it will be, but this is Grayson. Not sure when it will be, but my area's getting a network upgrade, running fiber optic cables now. Nice. When the service gets turned on, I plan on streaming Sea of Thieves and some other MMOs. I'm so dense. You have a channel, Grayson? Hold on. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see. Doesn't let you do that. Doesn't let you click on someone's name anymore. Well, dude, if you do, first off, I need to subscribe to your channel. I mean, that's for me. That's not for you. And then, yeah, after that, I look forward to it. And, dude, you've been around. Oh. Well, let's see if we're a winner or loser. Mystery bots. Nope. Hitting the wrong button. That's a win, I guess. It's kind of breaking even, if you ask me. No, it isn't. That means I'm up. So I'm trying to recollect where I was heading, and surely it was to Gold Streamers, but that server change changed everything. I'm sailing east now toward the Devil's Roar, which is not the happiest place in the world. Oh, piss off. It's kind of funny. You say, oh, piss off, and the skelly man in that cannon's like, oh, well. And he stops. Yeah, Spank, we're gonna have to come about. I don't anticipate a lot of people hanging out in the Devil's Roar. So let's do that. We'll sort of head towards Reapers again. See what we find there. Anyways, I guess. Might go by the event in the hopes that there's a ship over there, because there's one thing I haven't done much of in this particular stream. It's a voyage, I should say. It's a fight. But that's alright. Y'all like music? I hate it, but here's some. Then I can argue with people instead of arguing with Strong on Fallout 4 about whether or not children are fed. Haven't streamed YouTube in a while. I will, but right now the video quality is not suitable to big platforms. When I first started, I tried with Twitch, and it was so pixelated, it was just terrible. That was before I knew about Elgato, OBS, that kind of nonsense. Which, and I don't think we had the best internet connection then. We just couldn't afford it. Speaking of not affording things, if you'd like to support the channel, there's a link to my PayPal in the description. Am I begging for money? Yeah, I sure am. But I love you just as much if you don't give me money. If you hack into it and take money out, that'd be pretty wild. That'd be something to tell people about. There it is, the redemption. Or if an AI sloop sinks me, then sayonara, folks. you know. But one did sink me at the beginning of the stream. The very first thing that happened. Cannonball hit me in the face and killed me. And so they sank me while I wasn't even on the ship. It was absurd. And so I guess, I mentioned it not too long ago, I have an axe to grind with Skelly Sleuths. Maybe, just maybe, this will be the one. I go on about how I sunk a galleon, but yes, if you witnessed it, you know it wasn't exactly, I don't know, a nail biter. It was when I was climbing up the ladder, but once I realized that they were up to their second deck in water, no. I was fairly certain they were sunk, and if not, it would only take a couple hits to finish the job. What was it? Did I finish my thought when I said, I'm begging for it? No. Did I finish my thought when I said, Grayson's, you've been around long enough that, I mean, hell, man. You get a good connection and get to play and Sea of Thieves. I, for one, would like to see you on the crew of the, Extraordinary Magnitude every now and then. That would be fine by me, and you would be a welcome addition. Get you to replace that Casper guy, because I'll tell you what, that guy, no. Nah, he's kind of irreplaceable. He does most of the heavy lifting when he's on ship. You, the viewer, are the greatest advertising asset a stream will ever have. YouTube and the algorithm isn't going to help anyone. I knew before I read the correction. No, it's not. I don't think they, yeah, they don't subscribe to the modest shit I'm putting out. You know, neither does Rare. Rare hosts all these YouTube personalities, and though I've never tried to contact them or anything, I've been streaming this game since day one. I'll tell you what, Joe Neat hasn't been calling me. And it hurts. It hurts bad. Can I do this? Watch. It can be done. It can be done. with a modicum of safety in mind. What you really want to do when you snag one of those is then you start waving the harpoon around like whoa, whoa. That'll get people worked up. Because honestly, it just needs to like touch the hull of your ship and whoever's on the harpoon is dead. He got some holes. There he is. Alright, well, I think I've got enough to go get some. This isn't the big fight I was looking for, though. It was just going to be a sweet little skirmish. I don't know. I'm going to end up with either another notch in my mast. I don't know. Is that how you keep track of your kills? Or a deep grave? Burial at sea. I'm still struck by somebody that habitually calls YouTube their tube. I think that's so right on. That's just as spot on as they say. Oh, there he is. I knew I saw that I lost track of him, but you ever read the wind wrong in this game? For me, it's every day, at least once. Way back in the olden times when the magic banana was the end. Yeah. Bananas were everything. And masts were indestructible. Wow, I didn't even think about that, but they were. They were indestructible. And how cool it was when they added fire indestructible masts. I was really pleased with that. And the funny thing is, this has always been a game. Well, no, starting out, this was a game that I didn't think I'd be all in. Really, I did not think it would have much of a footprint on my channel. In months later, I still stood by that. Like, yeah, this is not a game I'm going to keep playing. But obviously, I mean, you see what's happened. So it's almost like Arnold's comment, but applied to this game. It's not the game I want, but it's the game I need. Should I powder this thing? I powder it like my wig. Look, as long as it doesn't kill me, let's get that regen going. Do I have balls? Nope, that was dumb. And then let's head downstairs, because that's exactly where you want to go. It's not a great start. Sailing right by him is not. That's honestly how the last Skelly Sloop battle went. I sailed right by him. I think I maybe fired... Yeah, no. Maybe I fired and missed on that first pass, but... Come on, waves. Need some more shots. I think they hit me in the stern, so that's good. No! Motherfucker. I hate that. I really fucking hate that. I said it a few nights ago, and I still stand by it. I would rather them sink me than have them pull that shit. I mean, if I wanted to play Silent Hunter, I'd be playing Silent Hunter. Of course, I guess then I'd be the submarine now, wouldn't I? Man, I placed some decent shots there, too. It's just... Other than server changes at the wrong time, that is one of the most discouraging things. Cowards. Exactly. Well, what is this? Is this... It's a Skelly Galleon. Alright, we're gonna punch above our weight class again. Then again, maybe I can utilize powder to at least put a few extra holes in it early. But yeah, back to enjoying Sea of Thieves. I do enjoy it. This is almost reminiscent of last night when Helleborn was kicking my ass. Helleborn's another one that I enjoy the hell out of it. No, I mean, I hate to... see what I did there? But I really am enjoying it. It's not going to get the treatment that this game got. In fact, it's an older PC game, so... But it's just another one that I really, really enjoy. And then there's Red Dead. It's the other one that I'm prone to play every now and then, lately. Truly, it was just a matter of burning out of Minecraft, and then I played some geopolitical game one night, and I ended it early, because I was like, man, this is lame. And then, I think I was talking to Casper and Tex, and we were just kind of shooting the shit about what games could we play. I mean, let's throw something in and play it, spur of the moment. And I don't really want to drop money on a new game. What could we play? And I said, do you still have Red Dead? He's like, yeah, do you? I'm like, yeah. We all kind of agreed, like, wow, we haven't played that in a while. Are you going to keep sailing? Oh, this isn't good. He's going to get aggroed. I need to really... Nah, maybe he won't. Maybe he won't. In fact, I should say they usually don't. You gotta get pretty damn close. Well, we'll follow him and hit him when he does stop. Preferably hit him with the powder first. But what did I say about, yeah. Let's get some fire bombs and... Because, yeah, they don't last super long on a Skelly ship, but if their gun deck's on fire, it kind of plays hell on their gunners. And soloing a galleon, you can use all the help you can get. I mean, truly, I have soloed a galleon, but probably no more than a dozen times. I've been sunk by them all the other times. Let me slow it down for a second. We'll keep following this guy, though. It's a great game, just a lot of fun. Oh yeah, you're talking about Helleborn, I believe, right, Arnold? What am I doing now? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I'm just getting near the end of a little solo experience. Seeing if I can solo a galleon. I sort of legit. The last Skelly galleon I sunk was, honestly, it already had damage. Well, if I'm going to do this, I need to get ahead of him before he makes a move. Never could get onto the online side of RDR2. I love the story. Oh, the story was brilliant, and the game world, brilliant. Online, oh man, I could make a meme about that shit. I really could. I think I'd. Let me think on that for a second. Is there a slide? There is, but be forewarned. I am very close to the end at this point. So I'd hate to have you come aboard and be like, wait, you're quitting. Although, see, yeah, he didn't stay there long. Well, follow him to the next port. I'm slowly working my way back to Reapers. To sell. I don't want to come off as unhospitable, though. Anybody's more than welcome. I get the sense that every now and then my playstyle frustrates my compatriots. But yeah, Red Dead. Okay, say Red Dead was a little western town, right? To describe my experience with Red Dead Online, that is to say, Red Dead Online is a little western town. Now, the first shot would be me spurring my horse and galloping toward that little western town at full throttle, only to find that it wasn't there. Because when we initially bought the game, online came out much later, which was stupid, but whatever. So, okay, so then when it finally releases, I'm going to go ahead and trot my horse confidently toward that western town. That's how I felt in the first few months of playing it. And then I stopped, and I was, no shit, I was glad I did. And then, yeah, after a long hiatus, like I had described not too terribly long ago, we were like, well, do you still got that game? Let's do it. And at that point, I think the best way to describe it would be, I don't know. At this point, anyways, you would lasso me and drag me behind your horse. I think the people that I played that with can attest to that. That they essentially almost have to drag me to it. Because I mean, for one, fuck Rockstar. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I don't know. I should stop, to be honest. But yeah, fuck Rockstar, fuck online. I mean, yeah, I'll probably play it again soon, but I'm not happy with it. I'm sure part of it is just my silly playstyle. Like, man, trying to catch up with people, follow people around to grind and shit, that's just, I loved how GTA had that editor. You could kind of make your own scenarios. I mean, you know, I would love to get down with that. But for some reason, that is, like, conspicuously absent from Red Dead. This thing's gonna tear into me. I need to get down into their hold, set this off. That hurt. Actually, I need to defend those holes. Is that it? That's the only hole that's... I'd have to be here forever, so fuck that. That ain't gonna work. Where's my ship? That ain't good. Oh, I hope they don't sink me. I need to find out where I'm at on the map. Only thing about Red Dead is, no shit, it's the people I play with. I like those people. But I think they have absolutely dropped the ball with online. And I'll even go Steven Crowder and say, prove me wrong. I mean, convince me otherwise. It was a wasted barrel. What's up with one hole? And how many holes do I have in my ship? If that's it, I'm kind of surprised. Boy, I wish I had some wood. Actually, I've just got tons of wood. Gotta hit every time. I gotta hit them with like 40 of these things. Maybe 39 since I did put one hole in them. Yeah. Go! Go and turn my rear end to her. That really does kind of help. I know I can't fire at them that way, but... But it's better than them hitting you in the bow. And if you can get them mixed up with some rocks and shit, that's always handy. Of course, that's handy against the skelly fleets. I'm hoping he'll try to catch up, right? You know? Because that would put him out of arc if he's trying to come up from behind until he can get up next to me. Did he just stop? Alright, we sunk him. It's unusual. Maybe the barrel did some damage on the upper decks? I don't know. Because it appeared to me there was only one hole, but maybe it did put some holes on the mid deck, and I just failed to notice them because I never got out of the hold. Well, anyway, there it was. We did it. I don't feel so bad about the sloop now. That is to say, the sloop's sinking me at the beginning of the stream. I didn't feel bad about it to begin with, but that's not bad. That's not bad. Shame, 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 shame. Maybe. Now I'm kind of suspecting that the barrel did more than I gave it credit for. I don't know. Because you shouldn't be able to sink one of those with... I mean, especially, I know it was dry because I went down there, right? I mean, I saw that it had no water until we had tinkered with it. But, I couldn't have hit it with, what, 9 shots? 9 hits, maybe? And that ain't right. I usually think it's going to be 35 to 40 hits to sink one of those things. Then again, maybe they tweak, yeah, you know, they might tweak the difficulty for being on a sloop and being solo. I do understand that they do that. But this is honestly coming from, like, previous solo trying to solo sloop a galleon experience, that it would take that many hits. So I don't know. I know things change over time, and it's been a while since I've soloed one of those. Yeah, I could analyze it all day. I don't know what was in there, but I don't want it. Let's check the horizon before we get tunnel vision on this. I loved watching you guys play Red Dead. I appreciate that. The way you played it was quite enjoyable. Eh? I mean, I was looking forward to playing it. Kind of trying to roleplay it. It's the same thing with I had a little stint with Minecraft not long ago where it was like I wanted to try to roleplay some stuff, and I never really got my shit together with that in terms of Minecraft. I think I did 2 episodes and then it just didn't. There was a couple vocal supporters of it, but the rest kind of remained silent, which in a way speaks volumes, you know. And then I opened up a Realm server, and it's just the roleplay went by the wayside. It turned into we were all just gaming it. It only took me about a week to be like, this isn't what I had in mind. Not to say I didn't continue to game it, but I abandoned any ideas for doing a series or whatever. Really started streaming it out of, I guess, just lack of any ideas. It was just I realized that I wasn't going to do the series that I intended to do, and then it was a matter of like, well, everybody's playing that, so I'll stream it tonight. But it just kind of be on a whim kind of thing. On a whim's another streamer, and a good one too. And then I had the same illusion about Red Dead. I kind of thought like, yeah, I'd like to get on there and roleplay some shit. And it dawned on me that I might have been the. I don't know that many other people wanted to do that. They kind of just wanted to level up, which I don't blame them. That's what you're supposed to do, is it not? So it wasn't long into that where I was like, no, this is not. Like, there's a reason I quit playing it in the first place, you know. And if I wasn't able to do something different with it, then I would be doing the same thing I did when it released, which I burn out of super quick. Cause I don't know, do I even have to explain? Right? It's they make it such a grind, and I think the one thing that could alleviate that. The one thing that could alleviate that is if they had a Rockstar editor on Red Dead. I think from the beginning, from Go, that's what I thought they would do, because that's what Grand Theft Auto 5 did. And I played the hell out of that. Like, one of the first things I ever posted on my channel was, it was called Fuzz, and it was a parody of Cops. But really what it was a group that I put together where we roleplayed as police. But we don't have PCs, so we weren't able to do, like, the, what is it called? You know, the modded police gameplay. But we still I think we did a fine job of putting together that group, getting our uniforms down, using police codes, and setting up scenarios using the Rockstar editor. That part is key. Not being able to do that, yeah, I can't. Every now and then I enjoy the PvP in Red Dead 2, But not a lot of folks in our community embrace PvP, so um, that's tricky too. You know, it's just tricky, and I'm not gonna. I don't want to host something where the people I'm playing with are not having the good time that they were looking to have, because that would not, honestly, I wouldn't be doing right by them. I have a Xbox One S, not X. Maybe someday. Well, someday. Certainly, I will get the X at some point, but right now it's just the S. But that's it. That is honestly, if they came out with the Rockstar editor for Red Dead Online, that would satisfy me. Because, like I said, it's a gorgeous game world. I have more problems with Rockstar than I can count. Burp. It needs private servers, exactly. I mean, again, I don't mind the PvP, but at the same time, if you're gonna create something or try to create a story, or yeah, you'd be you'd be best served to have a private server. I mean, honestly, no shit. I have considered going back to GTA 5. Yeah, and the other thing about Red Dead and Minecraft, for that matter, is something that started to weigh on me. And no shit, it really did. I know it seems trite, and I try to keep myself busy throughout the day, and not think too much about my gaming until late night, and then I just, that's pretty much when I delve into it. But during the day, I have plenty of distractions around the house and around town. Um, but it started. How can I put this? If I started playing that, and because of the channel or because people are loyal friends or whatever, they go out and purchase the game, like that, I hope to God they have fun with it, because like I'd hate to be. I'm not. I'm not. It almost sounds conceited to say I'm responsible for them getting the game, but sometimes when someone says like, "Hey, I bought that game because you're playing it," which I know with Red Dead, and I hope some people got it through Game Pass, but I know, like, I'll name names. I know, uh, Judah did, Phoenix did, Mikey might have. I think he had it. Well, I don't remember if he had it or not, but suffice it to say, a few people got the game, and I hope they got it through Game Pass, because I'd hate to think that, because a few of us were playing it, they ended up getting it, and about that time, I was thinking, like, I'm out. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to express, but you see what I'm saying, is that I hope I didn't coerce people into buying. I know I didn't. I don't think I ever told anybody, like, you better get that game. I don't typically do that. But same thing with Minecraft, although Minecraft's very accessible in terms of, I believe it's got to be on Game Pass. That's my hope, is that people got it with Game Pass, the people that I was playing with. And I'm delighted that, like, I mentioned Phoenix, like, she still plays it and enjoys it, I hope. Even though I don't play it quite as often. And honestly, last week I played with quite a few people, with Strawn and with Smoke and Vault Girl. Um, so I still do play it, but I don't know about streaming it an awful lot. No, I don't want to be going east. I'm going west. And me streaming this as much as I do, it's kind of inexplicable. I can't put my finger on it. I think it's just a matter of I enjoy it. I wish I could play with more people on this. You know, I wish it was easier to get multiple ships or something like that. I don't know about, you know, again, you could think like private servers would be good, but at the same time, that's a fire ship. If you could see the shit-eating grin on my face, that's a player galleon. Let's do it. Let's do it already. Yeah. Let's at least harass them. Ooh, I should go by the fort and get some powder, just in case they end up chasing me, which I think will happen. I mean, I won't have the staying power to be under the guns. So I could certainly see a situation where I'm running and they're trying to pursue. How did I lose them already? Did they go behind those rocks? The same thing, I don't know if I finished my thought on that I'd be torn about private servers on this. I think it would be cool if you get up to 8 people to join the same. And then maybe they keep 8 spots reserved for strangers or some shit, because I obviously enjoy the PvP. As I do with Red Dead. I don't really like their defensive mode very much in Red Dead. It's weird. It's a janky mode. I don't want training wheels to begin with, but it's not really that. It's like you have to manually aim to hit people, and they have to manually aim to hit you, I think. And I confess, I probably don't understand it completely, but how could I have lost these guys already? I swear they were over here. Well, that's crap if I lost them. I totally mean to engage them. Wait, is that? That's them. So let's get this straight. They are east by southeast. I'll have the wind to my back. I think ultimately I started to head toward that fort because I wanted to pick up more powder. But at this point, I run the risk of them slipping away from me. They are sitting at a sea post. And I am not going to come at them direct. Yeah, I can use that big rock to the right of them to cloak my approach. I am quite positive I don't have powder, but I'm so dumb I might. Nope.
Take a little peek, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. I don't care about the gold in this game. To me, it's like you find a cosmetic that you want in this game, and maybe you grind to get it, but once you got it, you're done. That's honestly the same way I treated Red Dead Online. Once I got the outfit I wanted, I was done. Grinding. um, but and yeah, I understand they'll have private servers. I just, from what I understand, they're starting it with just a select group of streamers and shit. And Lord knows, I would have some work to do to become one of those streamers. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I think I should trim to the right. Maybe we can cross their bow. Is a fun idea. Do I have any? I better cook that. Watch me forget about it though and burn my ship down. Might as well get the sitting water out of here, or add more. Better turn to port or starboard rather. No, I don't have to. Okay, ordnance wise, I can already run circles around them. I think, kinda. I'm gonna get sunk here, but it'll be fun. Yep. That sloop is coming toward you.
Hello, sir.
Well, that was awesome. That was a greeting. That was a proper greeting. Let's see. As we turn, they'll likely return fire. Let's see if they're willing to take long shots and throw them in the water. I also don't like that he said sir. Does he know that there's only one of me aboard? Like, can't help but get a little paranoid. Shit. About to get a boarder. I gotta communicate with him before he sinks me. Alrighty, Arnold, be well, my friend. For partnered streamers. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. Wait a minute. You didn't put me under. Why not? I'm gonna come back for a second. We'll talk before you sink me. I won't swing at you. I'm a solo, by the
Okay.
way.
I saw as much.
I'm an audacious, silly motherfucker. I might add. He said I saw as much. He will walk me off the plank, will he not? If I play this right, if he has a kind heart, he might even play music with me to end the stream. I mean, maybe. Maybe. It's kind of like a mosquito trying to bite a large animal. All they gotta do is swat. But I couldn't resist. Okay, here we are. Good day, sir. How are you?
Hello.
Yes. And see, I had some treasures for you. I thought I'd bring them to you.
Okay.
You sound as confused as I am by default. Apologies. I will salute you. He didn't let me salute you.
Hey, you can have all the other loot. I just want the ritual souls.
You want the what? You can take it all. I would encourage you to take it all. Nice people. I don't know what's worse. Shit talkers or nice people. You tell me what's worse. Yeah, it started. Yeah. I did read that. Let's say 2 a.m. for you. Time for you to head to your bunk, Captain. Mind Spanky. I can hear him spanking in your cabin. I will absolutely do that. He's a disgusting little monkey. You gotta watch that guy. You really do. But thanks for being here, Grace, and do have a good night. If I didn't say it before, I hope you had a happy 4th of July.
We can hear you
I,
while you're still on that black screen, by the way.
oh. Then you know I'm streaming too.
Yes.
Hey, wait, whoa. I think a proper execution, like off the plank, or you can make me your prisoner. I mean, you don't have to be into that. It's fine. I did, after all, fire the first feeble shot. My ship is yours, sir. Anyhow, what have you boys been into tonight?
Shimmy and myself have been running the server. We're just
Hell
handing the
yeah.
boat off to the other two.
Were you guys randoms, or were you all
Yeah,
friends?
I told him to stop. We're random.
Hey,
This
you'll
is an
have that.
OG server.
You'll have that. You can't control them all. You know how it goes, folks. There's one in each bunch. But I want to see if I can carry on a conversation with dude before we're up and out. I say dude because he sounds like the senior official on that ship. Plus, he was the one with the audacity to actually board, and that is a commendable thing. Oh no! Well, gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Do enjoy the loot, and safe sailing to all of you, except for the guy with the staff. He's something else. And there you have it, folks. We went out with a bang. We managed to give them a little treasure. And that is what I call big success. Oh, that is big failure. That is huge failure. Although I could climb up on that rock, and this could be my new temporary home. I'll tell you how I'll play this. If I can get to an outpost, which there's one right there, but if they don't overtake me prior to that, and I don't know that they will, because they're not necessarily coordinated. They're not all on the same page, I mean to say. But I call it success, just getting out of there. I didn't think I would. Not with Staffy Von Staffington. He was staff happy. That's another thing they could stand to change is the amount of staffs that they give you, or let you sell them. Selling them would not be a bad deal. I mean, even if they weren't worth a whole lot, or maybe they could do something odd, like you have to sell it at a C post. But as it stands, I don't believe you can sell them anywhere. I said outpost, for it works. I'm kind of like mixed reaction in terms of them being randoms. Like, if any of them are kind of new, that's great, because then they do care about the gold. And while I wasn't like swimming in gold, I had collected some stuff for sure. And yeah, they're gonna let me row away. I get to live another day. I never did get to romance somebody. No lie, that's really all I was looking for. I mean, when somebody comes by and they shoot some fireballs at you, you ever think about that? Maybe they just want attention. Maybe it's just an adolescent form of flirtation, you know? But after talking to them, none of them were especially pretty enough for me. A fancy lad has to have standards, after all. But yeah, hopefully they had somebody low level that could use that stuff. The gentleman that was talking to me, he wasn't low level. That seemed fairly obvious, and it sounded the way he was talking. It seemed like he and one other of that crew was carrying the other two. This looks like the only hospitable part of the beach. See, the dinghy came in handy. Ah, and this is home. Let's get high. I mean, high up.
Oh god, they sunk my ship. Oh god.
But yeah, it's if anything, there may have been. If I were to guess how much gold or loot I had, I think I would be being generous to say that I had 60,000, but probably not that much. Um, and so that kind of speaks to why I do shit like that too. 60,000 isn't going to make much of a difference. It's not going to make a difference. And I'm not showing off the 7 mil. I'm just saying, like, math is math. The loot I have on any given night. Let's see, a few nights ago we rolled out with, especially with my lack of dedication to getting gold, ending a night with 150,000 was, relatively good. But even that, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't really motivate me. So much gunpowder. One of these days, I gotta hit up one of these forts and just get my ship. And just, I think I've seen a screenshot of somebody doing this or a video of just like putting a ton of gunpowder on your ship and then engaging somebody else, essentially just trying to wreck into them and set it all off. It'd be a fun experiment, anyways. Anyhow, folks, I think I have taken enough of your time. And I really do appreciate you spending some time. It makes me happy. Oh, Spank. Listen, I can't have you doing what you like to do. Management already contacted me about it. And I don't even know what you're doing now. I think he's upset. Suffice it to say, Spank's gotta go. For the closing, anyways, right? Did they sail off yet into the sunset? I believe they did. Strangers, but I do appreciate their senior officer there. And I wish him safe sailing. Alrighty, folks. This brings us to the end of another high adventure. Oh no, they're still there. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna row back over there. It's like 2 nights ago, we ended by we were all at an outpost and a sloop spawned in right there. And we tucked on his ship. And all of this was post-stream. And then even after that, like, he found us, he either killed us or got us off of his ship. When I say got us off of his ship, I just mean, like, hit us with a blunder bomb or something. And I just know I ended up in the water. And he was sailing away and I was yelling at him. Well, then I respawned again off stream and sailed to his ship. And he sank. I didn't sink him. But he sank, and there was all our stuff laying in the water. I must have a screenshot of it to prove it. But then I thought, well, it's kind of a stupid story, so why share it? And yet, I tell it now. But yeah, sometimes things happen post-stream that I wish I could include. Anyways, they did sail away, so actually I won't row to them. I'll instead watch something. On YouTube or Amazon Prime or something like that. I want to thank everybody that took time to watch, came by to visit and say hi. I can't express enough how much that truly means. That you would take some of your precious time and spend it with me. That goes for Grayson, Catbot 10, Arnold Lane, V, everybody, Caspa, Meet Johnny Boy, Grayson, of course, the whole gang. As always, this was Automatic for Automatic Games. If you like this kind of shit, like this kind of shit. If you don't, dislike it. And if you're subscribed, prepare for more torture. Did you threaten them? No, that's not what I meant by that. It sounded like a threat. I'd unsubscribe. That's what I'd do.